You know what? There are a lot of stupid people. Very stupid people. Stupid people waste their lives. I will explain. A lot of people are like this. They do the same thing every day. Like there's no day tomorrow. Like there's no day after that. There is no thinking. There is no planning. They are like zombies. A lot of people are like that. They go to work, they get home, they are tired. They make dinner, they watch some TV, they go to bed. Repeat. It's so fucking stupid. No goals. No thinking about the future. No thinking about right now either. They just waste their lives. Zombies. Then we have another group of people. They are not that stupid. They actually got a brain that works. But they don't use it. They act like they are stupid. Because they do the same thing as the zombies. Maybe sometime they are thinking about the future, thinking about right now, the present, thinking about what they want to do, but they don't do anything to do that. They, why don't they do that? Well, it's because I do that tomorrow, I do that next month, I do that when when I'm free from work, I do that when I'm retired, or something like that. But they have no plan. They're thinking about, when I retire, I will buy a boat, and then I will go sailing. But they don't plan for it. It's just a dream. They just think about that would be nice to do, but they have no plan for it. They have no money for it, and then they're retired, and then they have even less money, and they can't buy the boat. There's no sailing. Or they worry. A lot of people worry. They worry about that they don't have enough money. Maybe they have enough money, but they just don't get that. Because they worry about the money. And so what do they do really? Well, they think that their money is not enough. So they think that they have to work a lot more before they retire, because otherwise maybe the money won't last. They worry about that. They don't have the facts because they don't check it. They don't really think about it. They don't really think about how much money do I have now? How much money do I need when I retire? When can I retire? And when I retire, because that's what I want, then I can go sailing, for example. Or go into the forest and pick some mushrooms or something. Then I got the time, or the money, and the money, maybe. Whatever it is. But they worry. And because they worry, they keep on working. And what happens with the time when you are working? The time flies by. And when you're at last you retire, Maybe you are 65, 70. Then you're tired. You're tired when you're retired. Maybe you're sick. Maybe you're not alive anymore. Maybe you're dead. Is that wise? Is that smart? No, of course not. Then you have a group of people, the smart group of people, the thinking group of people, the people that don't worry, they act. They do things. If they worry, they put that aside and look at the facts. They do some calculation. They think of what's the most how is the most reasonable way to think about this? They think. For example, if they wanted to retire, they think, how much money do I need to retire? How much money do I got now? How much money will I have when I retire? They do the calculation. They don't worry. They act. They do things. They think about the boat. How much money will the boat cost? Can I afford that when I retire? They do the calculation. And if they get the result that, well, I won't have that much money, well, what do they do then? Then they start to act right now. They do a plan. They plan for getting that money in time for retirement. They think ahead, and they think now, and they act now to get to their goals later on. They do things. They don't worry, they do things. If you do things, you don't worry. Worry you do because you don't do things. To worry is not well time spent. Not at all. So whatever you want to do with your life, don't worry. Think about what you want to do. Make a plan to reach that goal. If it's about money, you make a plan to get that money. If it's about time, everything doesn't cost money. If it's about time, then you calculate, when can I retire? So I get more time to do the things that I like. Go for hikes, pick mushrooms in the forest, swim in a lake all day long, or whatever it is. Everything doesn't cost money. You make a plan, you think, you don't worry. But most people don't do that. The zombies, they don't worry, because they don't think at all, and they won't get a sailing boat. The people that can think but act like they are stupid, they think about things, but they don't do things. They just. Maybe that will happen. And then they worry. I must keep on working. And then we have the smart people who always in the right balance with themselves, with their own goals, with their own life. They know their limitations, they know what they are able to do and not able to do. They focus on what they can do and how and what they have to do that. They use their time wisely, and they get most out of their lives. Most people don't, because they don't think. Zombies can think. And most other people, they can think, but they don't. They just live their lives on day-to-day basis, and nothing happens. Boring lives. And they worry. And then they die. Meaningless. What group do you belong to? What group do you want to belong to? Make sure that you belong to the group you want to belong to. Use your brain. Think. Don't worry. Think. If you don't have knowledge about something, then you maybe worry. Get the knowledge, then you don't worry anymore. Don't just keep on worrying. Or even worse, turn off your brain and there's nothing. Use your time wisely, whatever you want to use it to. Do it now. And if you can't do it now, make a plan for when you can do it. And act on that plan. Good luck. Cheers! Or as we say in Sweden, skål.